Okay, we're going to do some pavement inspection. So what I have here is I've extracted some of this the lane lines. So basically this little section of this highway here. So I have a, a lane line on that side, and then a lane line on that side. So I'm going to use those as kind of my extents for this pavement condition. So this isn't a super long section, but it goes down to here, essentially. So I'm going to multi-select these. So I'm using these two lane lines. I'm going to go under my mobile mapping, under my analysis, my inspect pavement conditions. And you can see since I had those lane lines selected, so the purple is kind of the area that we're going to do this inspection. And I forgot I need to grab a mobile mission run here. So I need to select one of these mobile mapping runs. I'll choose this side. And I have my two lane lines. Pick your sample unit area size. So the 2,500 square feet, that's kind of a standard. That's a default. You can change that if you want. You can analyze per segment versus, the entire stretch of road. The length of the segments, the height, depth threshold, these are all defaults. And then I'm going to also detect cracks because you can get these cracks. It's going to essentially generate polygons and line work for these cracks, so you can export them to a Bentley Autodesk Esri format. So then I'm also going to put this. I think I have a PCI pavement condition layer, so I can turn that on and off. So the first thing I'm going to do is analyze. This go through and do its initial analysis. See down here is preparing the data. You could do this on a long section of highway. If you are going to do that, it's going to depend on the speed of your computer. So at the end of the day, we're going to end up with like a heat map, which you can then take that heat map and you can export, the analysis, which can be embedded in the actual point cloud itself. So depressions will show up in different colors as other items. You can export the point cloud, or you can create like a TIFF, like an ortho TIFF that you can do an overlay in the background in either Bentley AutoCAD or Esri. Almost there. And then the nice thing about this is it's going to spit us out a really nice report. So I have it broken down per segment. So it's going to say per segment, what are the pavement conditions. Okay. So we've got some filtering here. Filter levels include analysis results, low, medium, or high. And you can actually edit the severity thresholds. And then what type of classifications, potholes, bumps, rutting, alligator cracking. you can deselect what you don't want to analyze. I'm just going to leave everything on. So that looks pretty good. So I'm going to confirm that analysis. And then I'm going to take a look at this report. Close this out. So you see I have a couple of segments or sample units that are fair and a couple that are poor, and then this can be saved as a PDF. Okay, so now I have a couple different things here. So I have point cloud regions, so each of these sample unit sections actually has its own point cloud. So like if I were to turn on just the point cloud regions, that's that portion. And then each of them has their own point inspection, actual cloud inspection itself. So if I turn all those on, that's going to look more like, I'm just going to turn the point cloud off. Okay, so there's your heat inspection. Let me turn off the unit area and the text so we can just see. So there you can see the heat map, and I have the cracks and everything else on there. So this is essentially something that you can convert into like a GeoTIFF, and so you can have it, as a background in, a CAD software or Esri, and then things like, the cracks, the bumps, everything. These are all on particular layers. So this is a bump. Properties of that. So yeah, they're on their own particular, well, it's on my PCI layer, but it has geometry to it. So it's like an area. This just must be a crack. Again, it has, attributes, what it is. So these are all things that you can, export as a shapefile or get it into your CAD. So these heat inspections, or the pavement condition inspections are, they're newer, but they've been extremely popular. So I will check back with you on the next section.